This is an important spot. So if we see some weakness, I'm gonna, I'm not gonna try to get in up here 258, try to get fancy, whatever. But ideally, the last, I don't know, 3 hours here in pre-market, we've actually kind of been bouncing a little bit. So ideally, we can kind of get one of those scenarios where we're kind of bouncing and pushing up a little bit pre-market here, and then we can roll right back over after the open. Let's see. I think today's pre-market low is right down there as well, too. Yeah, we actually hit 255 on the dot here at 4 Eastern this morning. So looking for weakness today. Again, on the other side of things, guys, you can see this downtrend I have here. On Tesla. If we do break this, I do think that maybe there's a trade up here. We break 260, we break the downtrend, maybe this could get some momentum to the upside. However, I don't know exactly how I would like to trade that. Could I try the 260 break? Yeah. But at 260, look what we did yesterday, right above 260. We broke 260 and we just chopped around in a $2 range the entire day and then sold off in the close. So that's kind of why I'm a little iffy just trying to trade the 260 break. To me, it's like if it can use 260 and kind of get through all that, just range right there, that consolidation area, then we have some good trades up near 265, 270, and then 275, and then that's where Tesla can really start breaking out again. Give me one sec. Anyways, Stocks Buddy agrees. Well, that means I'm looking at the right thing. Luckily, that's good. So anyways, guys, I have the 255 puts loaded up. Again, I want this to the downside. If it does go to the upside, I kind of told you the scenario that I can see happening there, but I don't know that I'm going to be taking a trade on that. So I think that's pretty clear to y'all. Again, for anyone that just showed up, we have Amazon and Apple and Intel earnings today after the close. Uber and Peloton were this morning. But other than that, I'm really not that interested in much else. Nvidia had a kind of a weird sell-off yesterday, then it got bought straight back up. Closed the day kind of weak. It's just we're just coming back in a range here. Reddit, yeah. So I was interested in that yesterday. I did try it, very, very small size. Ended up stopping out kind of in this choppy area. I don't really like how the contracts moved. One, they didn't open up for like an extra, like it took like 3, maybe 4 full minutes for the contracts to open up after the market open. So that kind of sucks. That hurt volume. But there's definitely money to be made there. We're making new highs on this. Typically, I like it as like a day 2 thing. Right now, I think that interest is going to start dying off, and this actually may end up pulling back in, considering it moved like a 40% gain in a day, basically, from where it started. You had the earnings move and then yesterday's move as well. So yeah, the entire, the clean move that I wanted, Jelly, was done in the first, like 2 minutes. So that kind of sucked, but the trade idea was there. That's just one of those days where it would be nice to be an equities trader, How does Microsoft beat earnings and fall 16%? That is that's just earnings for you. It's like they can beat on a lot of things if they don't just completely exceed expectations or one little thing in their earnings call. So, it looks like they're actually pretty flat here. So check this out. Microsoft, dipped down here, bought back up, kind of chopped around, pretty flat, right? Not much of a move. Started selling off a little bit, but still, guys, like this closed at 232 and we're down at, 432 and we were down at 430. When the earnings call started, they must have said something in the earnings call. And that's why, for y'all that ever come to my earnings streams, I say like the number's out. I don't think anything's going to happen until the call. So they must have said something. They may have guided down. Maybe one specific piece of their fundamental data wasn't what, big money investors wanted to see. And then this thing drops. I remember early on in my trading career, and I'll never forget it. This is like probably year 1, maybe year 2. I was swinging Apple earnings because for I don't know a couple reasons. Like they had just come out with like a product, and this would like if they beat expectations on this earnings, it would be the highest revenue they've ever seen in a quarter, and everything did good. Everything beat expectations, right? But it was like Google and Microsoft were also reporting that day or whatever. Those two did really bad. Apple did really good. The whole market fell. Apple got pulled down. I lost money on it. So that's just why I tell you guys, just could you make money on earnings? Sure. Could you just totally gamble? 100%. But a lot of the times it's just not worth it, because all it takes is one little thing to not work, and then this stock is down a ton, and your options are going to get smoked. So Spy King, I'm going to be watching Tesla 255 puts. Wait, is he reading this? What do you mean? Yeah, I'm watching the chat. You thought I was just talking? Yeah, no, I interact with you guys. Your thoughts on Peloton? I mean, they're up pretty nice this morning on their earnings. I don't like trading stocks that are this cheap. A lot of that's just because like the option contracts are like next to nothing. So I don't know. I don't want to like discourage you from this, but to me, this stock used to be kind of fun to trade, and now it's just doing nothing. How long have I been doing this? For about 6 years. SMCI downside, yes, but SMCI has been freaking just crushed. The only reason I don't really want to trade it right here is because we're right at this $30 level, and this thing spent about half of a year sitting in between about 22, call it 20 and $30. So we're just coming into this range. Honestly, I don't know what happened the other day. Does anyone know what happened, or was it yesterday? Pre-market, I didn't read into it. But I mean, obviously they got destroyed. Their auditor quit. Wow. I don't think that SMCI is like going to go out of business. I really don't. But if it really is that bad, this could just be a ghost stock, and there's a lot of people that are going to be losing money that are are heavily invested in this. So we'll see. To me, I rather just focus on Tesla. I know it well. I don't want to lose money on SMCI. So Roblox, what's that been doing? Oh, not a whole lot. I traded this during its IPO. Anyways, guys, we have about 1 minute and 30 seconds here. Just want to make sure we're all ready. Again, 255 puts on Tesla is what I have loaded up. You're quite new to this, so sorry if I ask you the questions, but how do you make money off of trading? Like, how does it work? Well, you want to buy something when it's a little bit cheaper, and sell it when it's more expensive. I know that's like a very very bland answer, but I have a ton of lessons here, and I can talk about this later on. But we have about 1 minute until the market opens, so just sit and listen and try to learn here. 255 puts on Tesla, Nicole. Yeah, but no, but I can't see your name. It's too tiny. But is it Vooksy? Let's see, what was I gonna say? I just totally blanked. Oh, but there's no stupid questions. My job here is to teach you and help you, so don't be afraid to ask me anything. I'm here to help. All right, guys, happy Halloween. Let's play some puts. I'm feeling crazy today. Well, yeah, I mean, isn't that kind of weird? His name is smaller than everyone else's, or am I losing my mind? Oh yeah, Wyatt likes puts. It's like fun. Okay. All right, guys, 10 seconds here. 255 puts on Tesla. Tuco. All right, here we go. Again, above 260, this is probably going to go higher. I'm not going to look to get in, early up in here. I want to see weakness around 255, and that's where I'm going to be interested. Okay, so no need for an early entry. No need to get fancy. No need to lose money that we shouldn't. Let's just let the market do its thing. As much as I don't want to have a cash day, that may be the case here. Even if, I would honestly love to see this come up close to 260 and then really, really get crushed. Market selling off hard, which is good. 255 puts, Wyatt. Get here on time. Jump in if you don't understand what the chart is doing. Yeah, 100%. I know, Jelly. Get on him, dude. Everyone, just start going off on Wyatt. I'm never late for class if I go. 260 here. I don't know that I love seeing this much strength on Tesla right now, but again, if it can just snap right back down with this market sell-off, that'll be good. But so far, it seems a bit stronger. No, I can't hear you, Voxy, but I think there's a way to get people on mic, but we're not going to do that right now. What's Google doing? Oh, yeah, Google's popping here above 175. Interesting. Tesla, nice green to red candle there. That's good. NQ is falling off a cliff here, guys. So I want to see Tesla really start making its way down. Nvidia 136. Man, that got killed too. So Tesla's definitely a little too strong for me right now. That can change in a split second, but I may just move on from this. I really don't like that because, I mean, look, for y'all watching my screen, look at this. NQ is doing this. I mean, just total nosedive here. Look at like Nvidia. Total nosedive here. And we're seeing Tesla kind of flat. We just actually made an opening range break to the downside, which is good. So let's see if this will kind of continue here or not. Let me also check the wall at 255. About 100,000 wall. It's not bad. Nice, Tuco. I checked the wall on level 2, Big Bull, but you have to pay for that to see, like to actually see the wall. For y'all that trade with me, you don't. I mean, unless you really want it, you don't need to pay for level 2 data because anytime you're with me, I'm going to tell you where the wall is. If you want to ask me if there's a wall at a certain number, it takes me 2 seconds. I'd be happy to do that. But yeah, so you check the wall on level 2. You just see how many orders are stacked up at a specific price. I like what I'm seeing here, though, under 257. So let's see if this will continue here. Not looking to get in right now. I would like to see this kind of come down close to 255, bounce up, get some sort of maybe H pattern, something like that here. Because considering how strong this was in the early couple minutes, all it's going to take is one bounce from futures, and this could really get back up there. So no reason to take a loss there. And it's a Thursday. I don't want to be in, too early and for too long if the trade doesn't go anywhere. Look at that. Quick bounce there on one single green candle from NQ. This is kind of throwing up red flags to me. I don't know how I feel about it. I'll stream for about 45 minutes to an hour, but I did start about 20 minutes ago. Well, 45 minutes to an hour after the market opens, so typically a full hour to an hour and 15 minutes. Voxy, I also I do this 4 times a week, and I also do 2 lessons a week. You seem new, so I just wanted to say that. Back to VWAP here. 2 of my 4 live tradings are free. The other 2 are premium for premium members. And I do 1 free lesson a week on Tuesday nights, and then 1 premium lesson on Thursday nights. 9 p.m. Eastern time are the nighttime lessons, and market open this time is when I do all my morning stuff. 9:15 a.m. No, Eastern time, like America time, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what time in the UK. Tesla is starting to roll back over here ahead of NQ, so this is my first sign of some weakness on its own. Would like to see if this is going to come back for low a day here. The market rolls over, and this could get some volume here through the low of day. I would really like to see that. About to make a new low. Quickly bought up there. Market's still trying to bounce. Yeah, I mean, it's Thursday, right? They're going to lose value. That's why I don't want to really get anyone in too early. I want to see them make this new low and really, really break it down. Honestly, I don't know, Gio. Sometimes nobody knows. This is trying. I want to see this candle close under 257 here. We got about 10 seconds left on it. NQ is still bouncing, and this is not. So I really like that. Would like to see the market roll over. This has 2 seconds. Come on, close under. Nice. Close under 257. I want to see them break this low today. Beautiful. I want to see that continuation, though. I want to see some continuation. Ideally, this comes down in here and maybe has one more bounce. I mean, we could have played that low a day, but again, I don't want to be in too early on this for reasons, like this. It's Thursday. That would have been, maybe this could be like a decent starter position area at this new low. But regardless, I'm taking this with small size here. I would like to see the market start coming for low a day, and I want to see some real weakness here on Tesla, because the real trade is going to be under 255. So you can either kind of risk it early with small size and see if this is going to go and then add into it, or you just be patient and catch the safe trade here. Nice. We closed under the low of day. That's good. The NASDAQ's trying to come in for low of day as well. I want to see this continue. I really want to see this go. 255.50 is a decent spot to maybe start picking up some contracts here. So far, I don't love what I'm seeing, but it's working pretty well for the most part. See, that's some strength that I don't want. This is why I'm a little hesitant on this right now. Typically, I would have signaled that kind of H pattern there for that low a day, thinking that we're going to get a move lower. But just with the way that it moved early, I stayed away from it. Starting to hold under 257, which I like. Market's starting to bounce. Tesla's bouncing ahead of the market. I don't like that. I want to see those topside wicks. I want to see this try to bounce and then get hit. Yeah, Fergie, good. That's what I want you to notice. That's good. To me, that's good. You want to see those pops get hit. I mean, like Nvidia's getting crushed. I want to see Tesla start making this move. That's some good weakness here. It could all change in a split second. I mean, you could always try an entry here and give it like a VWAP stop loss, like 50 cents. But I don't know that that is the best thing to do here, considering it's Thursday. I'd rather just be late to this and just catch a nice quick piece of it rather than have to sit in this on a Thursday, you know? This is where you want to see it start getting like hit on any sort of pop here. Just like that. It's good. Now we just need to see a break of like 256. Back under 257. Starting to see this roll. Want to see volume start picking up here. I may consider getting in on this low of day with smaller size and looking to add close to 255, guys. It's just a little risky getting in right at a low of day. So if you do take this, just please be small size. And you can always add into this later on. But let's see what this does. If this candle closes nice like this, I think I'm going to try some at the low of day, right before 256. We get a break under 256, that puts us less than $1 away from 255. Then we can kind of gauge it. There's a small wall, 256, really not something that special. I don't want to see any buy-ups like that. I want to see weak closing candles. To me, that's a bad sign. That's why I'm waiting for low of day. This might be done. Above VWAP, it may not happen today. But look, this is where you got to be patient. This is why I'm trying to be patient for this entry. I want to wait for it to really show me that it's going to break and that I can get in right before a low of day. Yeah, 255 puts, Josh Smash. Ideally, this candle can go like green to red, or at least just try to close weak here. Got about 4 seconds. I don't like that strong close right here at VWAP. This is its last chance to reject and fall back. The market's at lows, so I mean that's good. So I don't really like seeing a bounce like that. Yeah, I think this is gonna squeeze. $258 above that. We may not get this trade. There it goes. All right, later, Tesla. Dodged a bullet there. Yeah, now it'll reject and come back down. But look, regardless, if it comes down to 256 again, I like it. early on in the day, I didn't love the way that it was trading already. So that kind of made me a little hesitant on it. So that's why I was just kind of waiting there for a real entry. Yeah, you could have taken starter positions and whatever, but right whenever that thing breaks, NQ like snaps through its low a day and pulls this right back down. So just like you said, Duco. Let's see. Maybe that was kind of a fake out here. I'm gonna be interested near the lows. That's all I'm gonna say. If you want to get in early and do whatever, then do it. But for me, this isn't a trade I want to be in too early. Starting to like this now. Look at this weakness now, guys. Talk about a fake out. Let's see if they can make this new low. I hate trying to jump in that quickly, but volume is starting to pump up, guys. All right, I'm in. Small position here. And I'm looking to add under 255 and a half. That's going to be where my add will happen. Stop loss would be probably 257 again. I want to see this break quickly. If not, we can just get right out of it. I want to see it break back under 256 here. NQ starting to bounce a little bit. Don't love that. Come on, Tesla. After doing that, you're not going to follow through. A little bounce is okay. That's why I'm in with the half position. I'm going to look to add under 255 and a half. Down less than 10% on that. I like that. I really like that. I want to see that flip right through 256 and make a new low quickly. NQ still selling off here. The closer we get to 256, the more pressure it's going to put on buyers, and they're going to have to start getting out. There you go. Break under 256 there. This is where I want to see continuation with volume. There it is. I want to see that 255, 50 cent break level get taken out. There you go. New low. Nice. 360 a contract here. Beautiful. I want to see that get taken out right there. Boom. Let's go right for it. Let's see what the wall's looking like there. Still got about 100,000 walls sitting there. Trying to be patient with this one. I took a little profits here just to lock some in, but I'm still, remember, 255 is that big level. I just think they may bounce it. Ideally, they rip this right through. Look at that. Look at this go. Boom, right through it. All right, I'm selling some. I sold half. Still looking for more on this, guys. This is where this could really start bleeding out. The market is dying. All right, I got about 25% of my positions still on here. If this can close under 255, I love it. We got 5 seconds left on this candle. This is just staying weak. Look at the volume, guys. That's how we know that we're looking at the right thing. Look at the volume spiking here. New low about to come in. Yeah, it was a pretty solid trade. Trying to be patient with the rest of this stuff, guys, but if that was a good trade for you, I'll take it. The market's just still selling off. I want to give this a chance to maybe go for like 254. Ideally, this can go for 250. I don't know if this is going to do it today, but it is Thursday, so I'm going to try to. Wow, look at this, new lows. I'm selling more. I should have sized up on this heavy. In a blink of an eye, though, that change. You saw the change in momentum, and this thing went. I honestly think it's not moving as crazy as it could. Guys, look at NQ. NQ's dying here. I'm gonna sell a little bit more right there on that new low. Only got 2 contracts left. Just gonna kind of use those as runners here. I'm gonna sell the rest under 254 if I can get it. I'm not gonna be surprised if they bounce this back to 255 and then roll it back over. I'm gonna let them do their thing. But wow, what a beautiful trade. What a beautiful trade. Yeah, I know, Duco. Oh my God, look at that. Got 1 contract left. Yeah, no, I should have, Duco. You're right. You're totally right. I just didn't think that going from 258 straight to it made sense to add there. Guys, look at this. 455 a contract. I sold too much way too early. I had 20 contracts. Okay, I just sold my last one right there. I sold way too early. I'll send my profit in. Not that crazy. I did have a little loss on an early entry early on. So that made up for it heavily. Still good trade. Who caught that? Let me see. 70 profit on 1. Nice. Yeah, I mean, what was that? What was that signal at? Let me see here. Where was my last buy? 340. Nice, Latvian. Good job, guys. Wyatt, you catch that? $90. Big boy numbers. Yeah, I mean, guys, 30-40% on that's beautiful. Wow. That was kind of weird though. I feel like I probably could have traded that a little bit differently. However, this right here is what kind of screwed up my thought process. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a fake out. I shouldn't really have cared for it. But the whole morning, this really, to me, wasn't acting very well. And then in a split second, after popping like that, it just, in 2 candles, goes right for low a day. So to me, that's a little bit of a risky entry to do that. If it, what I wanted to see it do is, it can make that pop whatever it wants to do, but then kind of slowly trickle down. And then, I can see a, 1 candle like this around here to make a new low. And then we get that beautiful move. So, that was a retest of the 200 MA. Well, that's sometimes when those moving averages will work. Yeah, that would have been a perfect entry, KJ. But yeah, I mean, I definitely could have traded that a little bit differently, but overall, tried to be safe today. Market hasn't been super easy to trade, but I love it. Once again, we saw strength pre-market, and then the market totally just sold off when things opened up. I mean, look what. I'll send it again. I think I already sent this, but look at NQ. SPY, kind of did the same thing too. Nice, Fergie. Love it. What's my view on Hood? It's been doing pretty good, right? Like Big Bull, what's my view like today or like longer term or today? You play QQQ puts two some pickings. Well, Hood, it looks like Hood dropped on earnings. Yeah, so Hood dropped on earnings. So that was the reason that this fell off. I think they've been doing really good. Like fundamental wise recently. That's why this is sorry, Tesla's breaking and retesting right now. It broke. You see it kind of come up to 255 again. It's rejecting. So there may be another trade there, but I'm happy with what I got today. Let's see. What else did I miss here? Yeah, no, so it sold off because of earnings. And then I would say that like what it's doing this market open like today is simply because of that. They just down on earnings for some reason. DJT halted. Where is that? Wow, it's back down in the 30s. It's kind of weird. Yeah, Hood could be a bit oversold for sure. Let's see here. Tesla. I kind of want to do a quick update on that. Mr. Duck. Okay, let's see here. What a gangster play. Yeah, no, definitely. I do. I'm 100% going to do an opening range break lesson. The only thing, okay, yeah, you know what? Let's talk about that before I get into what you just said, PW. Um, so we all know today's Halloween. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you probably are going to be gone regardless. And maybe you don't have plans now, but I feel like attendance may be low tonight. So for my premium coaches lesson tonight, I'm gonna, I'm not gonna do anything that, if you need to miss, you're gonna be sad that you missed. But I will be there if you guys still want. I could consider canceling it. I would like some sort of vote on how many people are going to be there or not. I'm happy to take the night off, and then we can just start season 3 on. Oh my God, Tesla guys! This is going to keep going. This is one of those setups where it just does this. It's going to go for 250. Anyway, so I asked twice in my coaching session or in my coaching. Let's do it, and they can watch the recording. Okay, you won't be there tonight, Carrie. All right, I can do something quick. Anyways, so we did end season 2 last week. So it's a fresh season. For anyone that's free in here and is thinking about going into coaching, yeah, Halloween's tonight. So pretty much like I want to know exactly what you guys want me to teach you. Obviously, I can come up with ideas, and I've already done 24 of these now. But I want to make sure y'all get the most out of the coaching that you want. So anyone that's free or anyone that's already been in my coaching or anyone that's new, there's 12 weeks, there's 12 lessons. The faster you speak up, you're going to get a spot for a lesson. So if there's anything, it doesn't matter if it's beginner or advance. I started last 12 weeks with how I have my screens and my brokerages set up. So it can be very beginner like that. I do candlestick lessons, technical analysis, support and resistance, market basics, all that kind of stuff. So I would love any sort of guidance you guys have on any topics you want. If not, then I'll just kind of jumble things up and go. Analyzing level 2. I love that, JWAG. Let me make a note of that. Analyzing level 2. Opening range break. I'm definitely going to do, some like typical technical analysis stuff. The class on Greek. So I do have an option 101. Let's see. Sorry, what did I miss, guys? A+ setups, okay. A+ setups. I'm definitely doing opening range breaks. I do have an option 101 thing, so that's where I'll be going over all the Greeks and all that as well. I'm just sick to my stomach right now on Tesla. Could be up like $5,000. Can you please have a chat with company reporting earnings today, please? There you go. Ethan, based on your analysis, if you think Tesla might go for 250, why are you not thinking of getting into one more trade for 247 put? Just trying to understand. I mean, the thing is, I could. I definitely could. However, the way that this traded early on was a big reason why I wasn't as aggressive as I would have liked to be. Obviously, in hindsight now, because we just got like a $5 drop. But the way that I look at it right now is NQ is already down about 2% today, 1.89%. SPY is down a full percent today. Could they go lower? 100%. But to me, the move that we caught was the safe play. Well, in the move that we caught was the trade that you could see the volume was very high. So a lot of other people took it. That means that I was looking at the right thing. Could I go for some smaller moves in here? Sure. And could I have probably scaled out slower and really try to catch this entire move? That too. However, if we are in like a bear market or like a really weak market at the moment, Big Bull, I would be looking to really stretch this trade out. However, a lot of things have been strong. I mean, you guys haven't seen me play puts in a long time. I think that the odds of me trying to play new low after new low down to 250, the chances of losing money are much greater than they are making it. So, you can ask yourself, do you want to lose money? Are you willing to give back some of your profits trying to go for more here after catching a pretty solid play? The answer is yes, then you can take the trade. But I would say like the biggest reason why I'm not looking to continue to trade this. And here you go. Here's a nice little bounce here. One tiny green candle here from NQ, and Tesla just bounced to like $1.50. is one, the market hasn't been super weak. Overall, it's been strong. So I don't really want to be a guy trying to short. Today was kind of an exception because I like the support level. And as you can tell, it worked out beautifully, right? That's why I like 255. So sometimes I do know what I'm looking at if any of y'all have doubts. But another reason is the way that it traded. Look at like what Nvidia did. This is the kind of action that I wanted Tesla to have. I wanted it to open up, even if it did bounce a little bit like it did. I wanted to see it get really weak really quickly. Nvidia opened up, fell straight down, and there was really no bounce. This didn't get above VWAP at all. It just stayed weak, stayed weak, stayed weak. And then I wanted to see something like this. A little bounce on Tesla. This thing just cannot catch any buying momentum. And then you see this low a day, and then you see the volume go crazy, get a break through that 255 level. But for Nvidia, it was 135, and just see this thing just get crushed. That was like, this is kind of like the ideal price action I wanted to see, considering what NQ was doing as well. So I mean, just look at the difference between Tesla and that. Tesla opened, kind of fell down, some really aggressive buy-ups. And then just kind of out of nowhere, when the market started falling, that was its chance to go, and that's when it did it. So I hope that made sense. I know that's kind of a lot, but that's just kind of all the things that I think about. I also mentioned like a break and retest at 255, right? It's like this kind of little H would have worked, but is it worth losing money to try to pick up a little bit? I don't know. Reddit 120. Wow. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we're just in a really strong market. So to me, logically, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to play downside. I did trade a put in Florida. I remember doing that in front of y'all. But yeah, we're just in a strong market overall. So most of the trades are up. So we're getting all-time high breaks on a lot of things. So why would I be trying to go find puts just for the sake of playing the downside? But I mean, guys, believe me, I like trading puts more than calls. I really do. You make more money on puts. But you can't just go force those. Yeah, no, I mean, I know, I'm serious, guys. I like the downside better. I feel like I can read the downside a little bit better. Anyways, today's kind of an exception. I feel like I could have done things a little differently, but again, looking back on it now, of course, I would have traded it a bit different. But in the moment, you got to think. I mean, I'm seeing every candle as it's forming, right? Just thought of this, but let me go with this. Can you have a lesson on how you choose which stocks to play that day? For example, today there are multiple you could have taken bearish white Tesla and then assume others may be taken because of big gap. Very good, Bam. See, this is what I want. Very good. Let's see here. I'm gonna do picking what stocks. I'll change the title. Picking what stocks are in play. I'll do stocks in play. Stocks in play. Price divergence. Because typically, speaking of price divergence, I would have wanted to see Tesla be weaker than the market, and it was the opposite. That's another reason why I was a bit hesitant, right? I want to see selling pressure on Tesla, so I know, okay, there is money interested in wanting this to go down, and that was just not the case. The reason I stuck to this is simply because of the technical setup. What I liked on the chart on bigger time frames, knowing that if it does get close to 255, this could happen, and it did. Yeah, KJ, 100%. And also, IV goes up when the market falls aggressively. IV goes up, and the contracts are gaining value regardless. Could you check out RKLB? Looking for the floor, it seems. Roblox, huh? Oh, sorry, Rocket Lab. Yeah, I think you could probably see this, Charlie. I would say that like this 10.25 to $10 area is going to be your support. So, saying that it's finding a floor is 100% right. That's what I would look for. If you're looking to buy into this, I would say around this, $10 to 10 and a quarter is going to be your support, and probably, if you can get some prices in there, that's what you would like. So I would say good job on that. So what does cash secured mean? That's going to be like trading spreads, like what Swinging Bull does. I'm not super familiar with that stuff, so I don't want to give you a wrong answer. Yeah, I mean, guys, Rocket Lab's very strong, coming in to a very important support as well. So I don't see any problem with trying to buy in here if that's what you want to do. In your opinion, if we couldn't make your live stream days, you don't live trade, would you recommend getting level 2 to see those walls? And which broker do you use for level 2? Assume the same most. Yeah, okay. So the broker that I use is Interactive Brokers. The software is called Trader Workstation. But I think I pay about $100 a month, $115 a month. Bam. So, look, if you want it, by all means do it. I don't think that it's necessary for y'all. Especially, if you can trade with me quite a bit. I mean, the only reason I say it's not necessary is, one, I probably use it about 2% of the time of my trading, right? I just glance at it, see a wall, and that's it. I don't really focus on it. The other is, I would always assume a wall is at every $5 level. Like for Tesla, for example, like a $5 level. So like 255 had a 100,000 wall, but I bet like 250 simply because that's like a nice round whole number, right? 250, 500, 1,000, 100, stuff like that. Those are going to have walls as well. So, man, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. Tesla, perfect break and retest again. I don't know. Volume's not really there. I have to try to ignore this, but I just keep doing the math in my head. So I don't know. I mean, look, if you want level 2, I would do some research on, like what are some other good platforms. If you don't want to use Interactive Brokers, so like this is what my level 2 looks like. That's level 2, bam. So if you want it, it could be useful, but I don't think that it's necessary early on in your career by any means. My first 2-3 years, I bought and sold on Thinkorswim, and they're level 2. Yeah, I had the free version, but it's not even worth looking at. Like you have to pay to see this market data, to see where orders are and stuff. What stock should I trade today? What stock should I trade today? If you're asking me that, I'd probably say nothing right now, Fugazi. But I'd be happy to point you in the right direction. But our trading day is kind of over. I think the video is going to reach 130. It might. Pretty solid bounce here. It looks like things are kind of slowing down coming into the end of the week. Wow, you know what happened? You know what happened? We had the Chicago PMI come out at 9:45 this morning Eastern, and that is what flipped Tesla in the market back down. Later, Bam. I don't know exactly what PMI stands for. I'm blanking on it right now. It's a monthly thing. uh, to me, what it is not super important. It's just knowing that when you see PMI, just know it'll move the market a little bit. Typically, it doesn't do a whole lot, so that's why I kind of like forgot about it when I looked and saw that was coming out at 9:45. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but um, to see a move like that from the market, you typically don't see that from PMI. So um, that doesn't mean that if I was thinking about that in the moment, I would have gotten in the trade. I actually probably would have stayed away from it because it was a news candle. So that's interesting. Right at 9:45. I think level two on Webull is $3 a month. Nice. Yeah, true. Sometimes it doesn't make sense, Big Bull. That is very, very true. Level two NASDAQ total view. That's insane. I wonder how close the wall is to mine, because then I'm really overpaying. Good trade though. Good trade. I'm happy with that. Now I get to go to school. Oh man, I gotta write a 4-page paper today. That's awesome. What do you think about NVIDIA? My now says it's going to go down further. Yeah, so look, here you go. Here's Tesla bouncing. Looks like the market's bouncing. Um, I mean, I think NVIDIA has definitely been a bit weak here, especially with AMD earnings yesterday. When was it? Tuesday. Um, I could easily see it going lower for sure. I mean, do I know? Is there anything really telling me that it's going to go lower? I don't think so. What I would look for is a break under 132. You can see 132 is pretty solid support here. If we can break and hold under 132, I would think we'll probably see 130 or close to. Later, Duco. 4 pages on what? It's some business. It's for my business class. Carvana has gone up. Has it now? Oh, wow. What the? That's insane. There's a lot of money to be made there. That's unbelievable. Typically, you don't ever see that. A stock that was way up in the air came down next to nothing and then makes its way almost all the way back. Nice, Nicole. How the Shark Tank thing go? It went really well. My group basically won. Yeah, this thing hasn't. I mean, what does it look like on the 1 minute? Not an easy trade today, but overall, very nice. Thank you, Charlie. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get to work, which sounds so fun. Yeah, I got a lot to do today that I'm just now realizing. So that's never a good way to start the morning. On Halloween? You got me working on Halloween? And I got a stream tonight, so I need to get everything done. Nice, Slim Pickens. Well, as long as that met your risk requirements, I never like people holding a red trade and then it goes green simply on hope and saying it's patience. But hey, you made it out. Oh, happy birthday, Latvian. What are you turning? 22? 23? Nice. Happy birthday, man. There's no way Wyatt is still in here. All right. Well, happy birthday to Latvian. Let me look at Root really quickly. And yeah, maybe Wyatt. Not right now, though. Meet in the living room. Someone's happy about their $90. All right, everyone. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Thanks for being here. If you have any other questions, you can always reach out to me here. And yeah, go get dinner on me, Latvian. All right. Bye-bye.